Okay, y'all, it is Talk About It Tuesday. And I could not get to you last week. In addition to being under the weather, I had to deal with some family emergency issues that has literally consumed all of my brain power, in addition to staying on top of things with my brides who are most important right now. But I got you Talk About It Tuesday. It's going to be brief. I made some notes. I'm going to try not to talk too fast, but guys, bear with me. Here we go. Talk About It Tuesday. All right, guys, we're going to jump right into this today. We're going to talk about the differences in elopements, weddings, and receptions. Number one, elopements are generally very small, intimate ceremonies of 20 guests or less. Sometimes it's only just the two couples. The purpose of that ceremony, the elopement, is to legally wed one person to the next. No hard rules, nothing tied to it. It's small, doesn't take much planning, 20 people or less. People choose to do it for different reasons. Maybe they've had a hard time. Maybe they're ready to start a family. Maybe they have things they need to accomplish before their actual formal wedding celebration happens. Whatever that reason is, if you want an elopement, your girl's gonna plan it for you. Okay, now we are going to talk about the actual wedding ceremony. Very similar to the elopement. The point and the purpose and the reason is to legally wed one person to another person. That's it. That's why you do it. You do not have to have a big party after it. You can just go to the church, say your vows in front of God, and poof, you're married. You can go to the courthouse when you pick up your marriage license, say it in front of the judge. Poof, you're married. You had a marriage. You had a wedding. You can do those two things and you can call it quits. Keep it moving. That's the end of the day, if that's what you want to do. And will I plan that for you? Absolutely. You already know it. All right. So last but not least, we're going to get this party started. The wedding reception. Wedding reception is for the friends, family members, everybody that's been involved in their lives. It's a celebration. It's a turn up. So whether you've had an elopement, whether you had a wedding ceremony at the church, whether you had a wedding ceremony at the courthouse, whether you just did them and you're going to have your reception later, guess what? You can do that. There's no written law that says all three have to be done at once. If you have an elopement, you don't have to have a huge reception right away. You don't have to have a huge reception at all. However, formal events such as receptions, wedding receptions, they take a lot of time planning. You have to be very diligent and methodical about what you're doing. So I really, really wanted to focus on this wedding reception because so many people don't know. With an elopement, you can plan an entire elopement for anywhere from $200 to $1,000 and be good. Wedding receptions are different. You need venues, you need decor, you need linens, you need chairs, you need DJs, photographers, videographers, and all these things. So to have a formal reception, you are looking at anywhere upwards of 150, and it honestly for the larger more grand celebrations can go up to $500-$700 per person. And that, my dear, takes time, it takes planning, it takes money. I said this was gonna be brief, but I feel like I'm not explaining it to you. So let me tell you a little bit about how my company works. You come to me and you say, Jade, I want to have a wedding. Okay, cool, let's do it. I want a big wedding. If your wedding reaches a certain tier, meaning your budget is way up here, you want angels swinging in from the ceiling, you want to walk on water, you want all this beautiful stuff that you've seen on TV, that takes time. That takes me roughly a year to sometimes 2.5 years to source a venue as well as vendors that are going to be able to logistically help me pull this together. So therefore, you cannot come to me in January and say, hey, yeah, I want to get married on Valentine's Day, make this happen. It just can't happen. Okay, last clip, I promise. But again, these type of soirees and celebrations and galas, they do take time, money, and planning for them to be executed successfully. And sometimes my clients are like, great, Jade, you know what? We trust you, get it done. However, we love each other. Is it okay if we just go ahead and get married? Do you, boo-boo? You being married to one another has absolutely nothing to do with this amazing celebration that I'm planning for you. And I noticed here lately with one of my couples, there was just this huge uproar because they had an elopement and we are still planning for their major soiree, which it's going to be off the chain. That's why it's taking some time. Y'all, I'm starting to sound like or feel like the preacher that's like, okay, I'm going to let you go after this. I'm going to let you go after this. But honestly, when it comes to talking about weddings, I just get so excited. And then when I read the comments on my page from the people that's so upset because, yeah, I planned an engagement party. Yeah, I planned an elopement. Yeah, I'm still working on a wedding because what I say a few minutes ago, it takes what? Time. Let the church say amen. Anywho, to sum it all up, elopements, wedding ceremonies, wedding receptions, 3 different things. Can they all happen at once? Yup. Do they have to all happen at once? Nope. If you have an elopement and you're still planning a wedding reception, do you have to make an announcement on CNN? Nope. I said it before, but this is just literally because I'm not good at this. I don't know how to do this. Can somebody come and tell me how to put all this into one video instead of, just it being chopped up? And I promise I'm working on my nerves so that I can go live for you guys. But that's it. I love you. Thank you. If you have questions, it goes down in the DM. So let me know. Bye.